most memorable moments of 2023 was when we went to Stockton. That has to be the most. That has to be the highlight of my year right there. Cause like in the beginning, toward like I think it was like the beginning of the year. Was it February when I fought in Oahu again, and I fought at 135 against a really tall guy. Anthony Strap, if you're watching this, hey, shout out to you. Going pro, proud of you, buddy. You're looking good. You're looking good. Even though he knocked me out.
but I wanna tell you this now, like because of you and Luke, and me going to watch that fight. I think it was because of you two, and John and Justin, and Justin too. Like he always encourages me to fight, get in there. But because of you two fighting, like I got the itch.
We knew you would.
Yeah.
It was a matter of time.
I was like, okay, I don't know if I want to fight in this event yet. But I want to go up to watch the boys.
Yeah. I remember we kept putting that in your head, and I knew when you said you were gonna come watch, I was like, yeah, I think this is how we're gonna get.
And then I watched you guys. I was like, I wanna fight.
Yeah.
And then basically.
That's literally how I got into it. Yeah. I helped my friend train, and then when I watched the weigh-ins and then I watched the fight, I was like, oh, I want to do this. Yeah. It's in a there's no other feeling. That's why no other feeling.
Yes.
Like fighting. I swear.
Yes. When I stepped in to Stockton and I was walking out, I was like, boom, 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 boom. Like my heart was just.
Oh yeah, that's super normal. That's super normal. Like I've told many people, you're gonna be so nervous. You're gonna be so excited and nervous, and once you get in there, you may either just calm down or you're gonna either just be excited and black out. Yeah. Like that's what you said you did, right? Yeah. But it's crazy. You blacked out, but like you look so composed. You was just shuffle, bang, shuffle, bang, and I was like, oh wow.
I think it's because all the drilling and just. Drilling hard, practicing hard.
It's like muscle memory.
Yeah, muscle memory. But honestly, in my brain, I was like, I was just gone. Like honestly, I just feel like when after what happened, and then I started calming down, and then I saw Justin and John in the corner. I was like, what happened? And then they're like, Jojo, you won. I was like, how? Like I was so blanked out. I was like, I didn't really knew how I won until I rewatched the fight. After when I went in the back.
Yeah.
And talk about your fight, because that's your most memorable moment.
Yeah. So in Stockton, I was coming off a pretty bad streak of two losses. Got knocked out in both of them. Had a pretty, I don't know, it was a reinvigorating kind of fight camp. That was when I was still kind of in a very selfish mindset. And I remember like almost every practice I'd be just yelling because I'm not going to lose. Like, I ain't losing. He ain't beating me. And I kept carrying that on and stuff. And when I walked in that cage, it was already like my fourth fight, I believe. Fourth fight.
Yeah.
And like, I just was like, it was a crazy feeling. This is the first time in all of my previous fights. I was nervous, but I wasn't that nervous. And like I knew exactly what was going on, and like I wasn't just thinking like I'm gonna kill this dude. I'm just like, all right, you're gonna go out there, you're gonna do your thing.
You were poised. You were in control.
It was the most calm I was from walking into the cage, from right when the bell rang, right when we walked up to each other. I just knew what I had to do already. And like the first like combination, and like I let off, I was like, oh, I hit this dude, and like I saw just like his eyes just like kind of like blinking. I was like, oh, I hit this dude. And then when I came in again and he took a shot, I was like, oh, I hurt this dude. Like, I hurt this guy.
Yeah.
I'll admit, he was a pretty strong guy. Like, he was in survival mode, I feel, most of the time. He was pressing me against the cage. And second round came about. Oh, that's when I just was like, I knew that I was stronger than him. So I was like, I'm letting my hands fly.
Yes, and you did.
Yeah, I pushed him against the cage. I kept coming forward. I was like, and like, I was calm too. Like, I remember when I dropped him after, like, we were like on one side, I dropped him. And he was trying to shuffle away, and I just was following him. And in my head, I was tripping out. I'm just like, oh my God, I can see everything.
Yeah.
I can find his head. And like, boom, followed him. He ended up grabbing my leg again. And like I told everybody, like ground and pound and stuff, like I can find your head. Like I will find your head.
Did.
And like, yeah, I was hammer fisting him, pushed me against the cage. That guy need me in my nuts, dang it.
I had a feeling it was kind of intentional because you caught him.
Yeah.
Kind of like
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't want to say it was intentional because I need him first, but I knew he was hurt because he wasn't doing anything. He was just pressing against me.
the cage.
Yeah, so I need him, and then he need me, and I was like, oh my god, he got me square. I was like, poop, whoa.
Yeah, good thing you got that new cup, yeah.
Oh, yep. No, that new cup. Shout out to Diamond Cups, man. That thing is hard, heavy. Yeah. Why is it heavy? Why is that cup so heavy?
Protection. All about protection.
But yeah, after that I got kind of pissed after that. Like I remember, like I was marching back and forth. He's like, "Oh, the ref's like, take your time." I was like, "No, hell no." I was like, I looked at the guy. I was like, "I don't want him to rest." I was marching back and forth. Yeah. You ain't resting. Let's go. Yep. Let's go. And I remember hearing John, like he's just like, "Ty, knock that out." I was like, look back up and just nod my head. Yep. And I just went for it. And I was thinking in my head right when like we got back in after the recovery time. I was like, I want to kick him in his head. That's all I thought. Yes. I was like, I want to kick him in his head. I was like, I want to knock him out. And I kicked him in his head. I kind of set it up so bad. If you guys watch it,
you landed it though.
Oh yeah, I saw I knew he was still hurt. Yeah. Like I threw a couple punches. He was shuffling, and like I faked it. I saw in the video. I saw like we just like cranked my hip all the way back. I was like, oh wow.
You telegraphed.
I was like, wow, you can see that a mile away, but he just stood.
But he's wobbled.
Oh yeah, he was hurt.
Probably couldn't see it.
So I kicked him as hard as I could, and boom, I saw him go back. I was like, damn it, I didn't knock him out. I was like, dang, he didn't knock out. Yeah. I followed up with a left kick, kind of missed. I was like, screw it, good old right hand, and just duck bang, duck bang. And I was like, we drilled this, and yeah, even when I saw him drop, I couldn't believe it. I saw him bounce off the canvas. I was like, oh. I just followed him, and I was like, looked at the ref real quick. I was like, okay. That kick, just bang. Yeah. A few of them I missed and hit the canvas. I messed up my hand real bad.
I remember because after the fight, I was like screaming in the back and everything, like, oh, you know me when I get excited.
Yeah.
I was looking at like the you know how they had the screen and then the cage. I couldn't really see you, so I was looking at the screen, and then you were like this with John, and you had your fist.
Oh, like, yeah.
John was like trying to pull it.
Yeah, I told him, like, I was so excited. I was like, yeah, we all gave me a hug. I was like, get this off my hand. He's like, what? I was like, I think I broke my hand. Like, no way. I was like, my hand is swelling up as we speak right now. And then, like I think it was the promoter. It's like, hey, get a quick picture. I was like, yeah. I was like, just made a poker face, like, yeah. After the picture, like,
with the broken hand, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh god, my hand hurts so much. Yeah.